I started doing art because I was coming home from work, finding that I had spent all day sitting in front of a computer, and then I was coming home and watching television, and I said I have to break this cycle. So I bought an origami a day calendar. Every night I would sit down and do a piece of origami, and I got very sort of into it. And then the next year I decided to pick up a watercolor a day calendar. I took a watercolor workshop, and then I just started painting every night. From there, it just continued. I make my living as a draftsman. I work for a soil scientist, and he goes out and collects samples to tell you where you can put your septic on your lot. I do the drawings that get submitted to the county and the state. I started using the computer to sort of inform my watercolors. I wanted not to just paint what I saw, I wanted to sort of press them into other places, and eventually said, why am I painting these? These are kind of cool. That's when I started printing and selling my photography. I don't know why I started doing glass. My photography and my painting started to do a lot of geometric shapes. I don't know if I thought that would lend itself to glass. I'd always been fascinated with glass. And there was a glass shop across from one of the art leagues that I am involved with, and I just walked in there. So my thoughts were, hey, that's the direction I'd like to go. So I took a couple of classes there. I do stained glass, I do glass mosaics, glass on glass mosaics. I'm starting to get into wire wrapping pendants. I think the reason I go from one thing to the next is I get bored quickly. I just keep looking for ways to change this and do this differently. I do it because I think that it's a great way to wash the day away. As soon as I started painting, it was all about the painting. It was no longer about the day. It's like a Zen sort of feeling. This is for me, and hopefully someone will like it and buy it and appreciate it. I think that's what keeps me going. It's always astounding that something that you did touches somebody enough that they're going to fork out money for it. But I'm always just sort of shocked that someone wants to buy something that I created, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a very exciting, nice feeling. I know that my work is all across the States. I know that it's overseas, and that's exciting. That's kind of cool. I hope when they see my stained glass and the light's coming through and the sun's coming through and it's bright and shiny, that it's just brightening their day. I hope they look at it and it makes them happy. I want it to bring color into their world.